As her body changed, so did the way people looked at her. Some households suddenly became uncomfortable with her presence. A girl with no father, no fixed home, no one to answer for her, was now considered a risk. Whispers followed her more closely than before. She was moved again, this time under the excuse of a school distance or lack of space. School was the only place where Ngozi felt briefly equal. In uniform, everyone looked the same. In class, names were called without history attached. She clung to books because they did not ask where she came from. Teachers noticed her quiet intelligence, but potential meant little when school fees arrived late or not at all. Sometimes she missed classes to help in the market. Sometimes she stayed home because transport money was needed elsewhere. Each interruption felt like another door closing gently, politely, but firmly. Her mother tried, God knows she tried. She sent what she could from her new marriage, but her hands were tied by a household that never truly acknowledged Ngozi's existence. Visits became shorter. Conversations became careful. Love was there, but it was constrained by walls Ngozi was never allowed to cross. She finished secondary school through persistence and pity combined, an uncle who paid one term, a churchwoman who helped another, a scholarship that almost came and then didn't. When graduation came, there was no celebration, only relief. Another phase survived. Adulthood arrived without ceremony. Ngozi moved to the city with a small bag and a borrowed contact. The city did not care about her history, and that felt like freedom. She slept on floors, shared rooms with strangers, worked jobs that drained her body and barely fed her hope. But for the first time, every step she took was her own. She learned quickly, too quickly, how vulnerable a woman without backing could be. She dodged men who mistook her silence for weakness. She avoided promises that sounded too easy. Love scared her, not because she didn't want it, but because she knew how easily it could disappear. When people asked about her family, she answered vaguely. My people are around, she would say. It was easier than explaining absence. Yet something in Ngozi refused to break. She enrolled in a small vocational program, paying bit by bit. She worked nights and studied days. Fatigue became her companion, but so did purpose. For the first time, she was building something that could not be taken from her because of tradition or marriage or someone else's decision. There were moments, quiet ones, when she wondered who she would have been if she had been